Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session, where we were trying to learn about the rulers and buildings. In our previous session, we have seen regarding the Vijayanagara imperial style, and before that also we tried to understand about the Shatavahanas style and how the construction of temples has become a matter of pride for the rulers, and what kind of style they have followed in that construction also we tried to understand under this unit, rulers and buildings, children. So this is the last unit, children. Already schools got reopened for classes 9th and 10th, children, and we are also at the end of the syllabus, children. So please remember, after the completion of this unit, we shall once again revise the entire syllabus. Okay, revision will be done, so do not worry about that. And during that one, even I give you the question and answers. Okay, so you need not worry about that. But remember, we need to prepare the project works from the syllabus which has been deleted. So already you know what are the units which are taken out for the academic year 2020-21. So coming to the impressive or the imperial style of construction followed by Sri Krishna Deva Raya, the Vijayanagara Empire, in the construction of their palaces, we have discussed in the last session, children. The most impressive remains of Vijayanagara is Mahanavami Dibba. This is a high platform of actually 55 feet that is as tall as a 5-floor building. एक 5 फ्लोर का बिल्डिंग कितना ऊंचा दिखता वैसी इमारत जैसा दिखती. That is a big rocky boulder. Okay, so that's a platform and spread over 11,000 square feet. So its height was increased at least 3 times during the last 200 years. Okay, so not at a time they have built that rocky platform, but the height was gradually increased 3 times. It did not have a complete building up on the top. The platform was covered with roof was with shamiana, that is with the cloth, or pandal supported with the wooden pillars. And it is the only area the Vijayanagara kings used to sit to hold the Navaratri Puja, that is during the Durgashtami, Dashra के समय पे उधर पूजा करने के लिए उसके ऊपर आते थे the king. And that is the day all their subordinate chief, उसके नीचे जो chiefs रहते वो पूरे लोग भी उस दिन आते थे वो नवरात्रि पूजा के दिन. And that is also the day where all his nayakas, his officers have to pay the tributes to him. जो वसूल करते थे, जो टैक्स वसूल करते थे उसी दिन पे करने का दिन था. And ambassadors from the Europe also visited this kingdom, and other sultanates also had attended the festival. So these are some of the proofs which we have collected from the ambassadors' writings. There are many ambassadors who visited the Vijayanagara Empire, which we have seen in the previous 7th class, children. Even in the same class only, we have discussed about the Vijayanagara Empire. Abdul Razak, Marco Polo, and Nunes. There are many important ambassadors who visited the Vijayanagara Empire. So when it comes to the gardens, tombs and forts, so this style of construction is mostly followed by the Mughals. Gardens रहना, उन लोगों का tombs. Even the Golconda kings also have tombs, and the forts what they have constructed had followed different kinds of style. Okay, that's a Persian and Indian style mixture they have followed, which we will see under this. So Mughals had followed a different kind of architecture which became more complex. Mughal emperors were personally interested in literature actually. Literature means on the language, okay, on the writings they were very much interested. And even on art and architecture also they were very much interested. In his autobiography, Babur described his interest in planning and laying out formal gardens placed within the rectangular what we call walled enclosures. Rectangular walled enclosures के बीच में, okay, this is a rectangular walled, okay, 4 तरफ दीवारें रहते, okay, walls रहते, and in between constructing or developing a garden in what he is interested in was made. And this was also divided into 4 quarters by artificial channels, okay, and this will be divided into 4 channels. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. So this is how the gardens got developed during the Mughals period. These gardens were also called as Chahar Baghs because Chahar Baghs gardens they are called as, and because of their symmetrical divisions into 4 quarters, and beginning with Akbar, some of the most beautiful Chahar Baghs were also constructed by Jahangir and even Shah Jahan also in Kashmir, Agra and Delhi. So further about the gardens of during the period of Mughals we shall also discuss in the next class, children. Thank you.